Hey guys, welcome to week 3, right, of Awaken the Tarot, since we missed last week. Do some missing kitties. So, here we go. So we're going to look at the Hermit. The Hermit. Let's see what your guys' Hermit looks like. And it's a number 9, usually, the Hermit.
The Hermit.
What's going on here? I'm going to use my
Mary,
phone.
what happened to your office? What happened to your office?
I was running late from like the last cleansing that I just zoomed in here and I just sat in my corner in my bedroom. It worked.
Here's my hermit.
Let's see.
Oh, I found it.
You have to talk though, so I can put you up front.
Oh yeah, huh? I forgot. Ha 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 ha.
I like it. Okay. Okay.
We got a monk.
Staff. Okay. Let's see. Kim, let's see your Hermit.
Here's my Hermit. Is it going to come up?
Mm-hmm.
I never, yeah.
Okay. Staff. Light. Good. Okay. Angelica.
All right.
Oh, she's in a box by herself. Let's see again. Talk.
She looks really pretty.
Yes, she is.
Very pretty.
Wow. Okay. Okay. That's different. Look at mine.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Okay. So the first thing, and it's kind of cool how Angelica is like, it's more modern. It's normally
Yeah.
like what we do now. Okay. When we go into Hermit mode, we isolate. And when we have to go into Hermit mode to isolate, it's because we have to now do some inner work. Okay, so when you see the Hermit card comes out, it's time to do some inner work. You got to go into Hermit mode and do inner work based on the wisdom, based on the lessons and skills that you've picked up to that point. Okay, and that's what the whole light, you know, when he's shining it out, it's because now like he is the light. He's lighting his own path. You're lighting your own path now based on your own experiences, right? But that's what the Hermit mode means. You got to go in. Angelica is like, now in a modern time, we go into our room, you know,
Yeah.
we go into our own room, right? And we isolate ourselves. And in that room to us, it's like finding yourself again, you know, having to figure yourself out, which is why that room is blank. Your time to recreate yourself, figure out who you are. And you're the one that's trying to hang like these new, you know, either goals or dreams, or recreate yourself. Like, how do I want to redecorate my room? Because I'm not that person anymore. I've changed, you know, I've leveled up. And now you got to get to know yourself again. When the card comes up, it's like, okay, it's time to go in and say, okay, who am I today? Because you're not the same person you were 2 months ago, 3 months ago. That makes sense. And then number 9 means that you're finishing up a cycle. So you're getting close to finishing up a cycle. But it is like you're wrapping it up. And now it's like, what have I learned? What have I learned, you know, within this cycle, within this chapter of my book? You go in, right? You go in and you talk about your summary. You got to share, like, look at the stuff that I've learned. Look at the wisdom that I've gained. Look how much I've changed. So it's a beautiful card. If you think of it that way, when you get it, it's not fun because you know it's coming and you're like, God darn it, like I'm stuck again. You know, you're gonna have to go in Hermit mode. But we're forced. When we go into Hermit mode, sometimes we get forced either by we get sick, so it forces us because we can't seem to keep moving, and the universe says, you know what, like you need to stay put, you need to stop moving, and because we're stubborn, we sometimes get sick to make us sit in Hermit mode, you know. Sometimes we might lose a job, or we might all of a sudden like change careers all of a sudden, that you have to transition in ways. So anytime you're transitioning something, you're forced to be put in Hermit mode to rethink yourself, to go in and say, okay, what do I want? Because this busy life that you've had isn't giving you the time to sit and actually think, okay, what do I want to attract? You know, what do I really want to attract? And it's a time to really sit with yourself and think, what do I want? What do I love? how my dreams, changed, how my goals, changed now. Like I thought I was gonna go here, now I'm going here. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, questions so far on that?
No.
Okay, cool. Here we go. The next one is the wheel of the year. Let's see your wheel, guys. Number 10. Dun dun dun. It's like the end of your life cycle, the end of your chapter. Let's see. Chase.
This is my wheel of fate.
Oh, I like that. Mm-hmm. That's cool. Okay.
Yeah, love her.
Let's see, Kim.
I'm trying to find it. Mine were a mess. I've been using them.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, Angelica.
Mine's just the Wheel of Fortune.
That's the same thing. Wheel of the year.
Wheel of Fortune.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's
that
very
is so cool.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, what it is. Here's mine.
Ooh.
Oh,
We love her.
Let's see, Kim.
here's mine.
I love the art style and
Really?
Let's see.
These cards kind of feel like me.
I really like them. It reminds me of like those old gypsy readers like on like in the
That's
trailers.
what I thought.
Like
Yeah.
the Scooby-Doo episode when they
Yeah.
find that. Yeah, that's exactly what I think about.
Yeah.
So look at these are my first cards that I use because they're just right here. It's kind of funny how that I'm like they're right here. And they're old. Look at the back, like they're just so old. But I think it's just hilarious. I'm like, that was all they had back in the day. So I'm like, woo.
My gosh, Neptune.
Oh, here, look. The Wheel of Fortune too. See, look.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy, huh? These are old
Oh, yeah.
cards. Yeah, it's it's what it is. It's one of the first ones where it was very basic. It was more like people didn't really get a lot of artistic out of it or just much symbols. But the Wheel of Fortune is you're now at 10. So now like you are starting a whole new chapter of this book of life. Okay. When that comes up, that means that you get to create it how you want to. Like the world is in your favor. Like it's the world of like the wheel of the year or the world of fortune. It's like you decide how you want to move forward with. Okay. And if you notice, like on this one, you have the sword, you have like a chalice, you have all the suits are there, the pentacle, the wand. You get to decide how you want to start it. It's yours. And when this card comes up, it's exciting. But if you're a person that likes to be told or likes to be given an outline, because you're like, you can't really think too much for yourself yet, right? Then as an intuitive reader, we can just tap in and say, okay, this is what's coming up for, what I'm feeling. I'm feeling more like let's start with stabilizing your emotions. If you see the cup, let's start with, stabilizing your emotions. Or let's start with the skills. If you're looking for a different career, right? Let's tap into your skills that you have gained or experiences, right? If it's with a sword, it's like, let's try to calm your mind and do one thing at a time in this chapter instead of like burning your candle from both ends, right? It's like learning from the last chapter. What can I do differently? Am I going to actually do one goal and then complete it and then start another one? You know what I mean? Or am I going to try to multitask because that didn't work for me last time? You know what I mean? So those are kind of things that you can give some insight on the person that you're reading on. It's whatever comes up. And by looking at the card, because it's got all of like the different, usually the different like the suits, one of them is going to pop out to you. Okay. Whether if it's like I said, the cup is something else. It depends what pops up to you. Angelica, with yours, it's more like because you're looking at yours, you're looking at where it's going to mesmerize a person. So having them to tap into their dreams, their imagination. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, say, okay, what do you want to create? When the world's in your hands, right? It's like, what kind of world do you want to live in?
Yeah.
This is your world. So it's a good way to kind of ask that person. I see here where you have this option to create your own world. What kind of world do you want to create? They can be very specific or they can be very general, right? I mean, that's going to be up to the person that is receiving that reading, and it's up to them. You know, we can guide them and say, okay, it looks like I think you should start in this area first. This will be a good, you know, start. And that's how, as the intuitive reader, we're going to feel it to let them know. But that's what the world card means. It's just direction. It's brand new for them, however they want to start it. And of course, like, you know, when the cards are reversed, it just means the opposite, right? That means that they're not in a good place to restart anything. They need to like force themselves into hermit mode again. That means that they didn't learn anything when they were in hermit mode. They may have been self-sabotaging. They may have been playing the victim role, you know. They may be like, oh, when it's reversed, sometimes we gotta do a very stern talk and say, hold on. What did you do while you were in hermit mode? While you were isolating? Well, nothing. I just watched TV. I was sad. I cried. You know what I mean? So it's kind of things where like it's us to give them insight and motivation and say, no, like that was time for you to really like reevaluate, right? Everything.
So what would be the upside down hermit?
Hermit would be someone that's not listening. That's is still sick and it's still moving. It's still working. It's still being a busybody. It's still socializing. You've seen people that, you know, even though like they, you know, that they're sick or they look tired and they're still moving. And it's like, just stop, like, just say no, like set boundaries, right? It's okay to, you know, to not go to an event after all, because you're doing self-care. Someone that's not, it's in reverse of hermit mode, that means that they're lacking self-care and self-love for themselves and self-discipline.
Oh, say that again.
They're lacking self-love, self-care, and self-discipline.
Okay.
Ooh, let's go with Justice card. Woo.
I kind of like that one.
So do I. Let's see your guys' Justice cards.
I can find it.
Ah,
This one is mine.
Oh,
oh wow, you just got like it's an angel, huh?
Yeah, she's a pretty little princess with a sword and everything.
I like that. I love that. I'm like, oh,
Yeah. This could be the last.
here is mine.
ooh.
Love her.
Ooh. Ooh, I love that.
She is in her power.
All right, in front of me.
Okay, let's see.
She said, "Give me balance."
Yeah.
Yes,
I really like that deck because of like it's so simple. Like
it is. It's very simple, and that balance is for Libras, so it's connected to a zodiac sign. All of these are connected to a zodiac sign. Okay, Libras are made for balance. So like if it's like a relationship card, you can say this person has a like it's a Libra, you know, sign.
Yeah.
It's justice. And because that's what it is, it's balancing your life. And so a lot of times like justice is served. So either somebody is getting their justice or you're getting your justice finally for everything that you've been through, all the challenges and obstacles. You finally are getting a reward. And that's like, you know, when you have it upright, it's your reward. Like justice is here for you, and it's gonna work out in your favor.
Ow, ow.
Because you finally have your life balance. Let's see, Kim.
There's mine.
ooh,
Let's see, push it up. Say something again, because I don't think I hear your
Oh,
name.
hello.
There you go. I love it. Okay, yes.
Dot, 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 dot.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So with the sword of truth, it's being able to speak, you know, what you're thinking. And so when you see a lot of them, it's very like balance. Like you're gonna speak for yourself. You're also going to speak up when something is unjust, right? That's not fair. And that's what it comes like, you know yourself and you're going to say something, right? If it's not fair, if it's something that's important to you and it's unjust, you will speak up. And that's an important topic. It's not like where, hey, stop buying, like, stop taking my energy drinks from my fridge. Like, you know, there's a basis on how much, you know, how important it is that what you're going through.
Pick your battles.
Exactly. And when you get this card, that means that you're picking your battles well, because you're not being very petty. Okay. But when it's in reverse, it's more like you're being petty, like it's about me, you know, you're pretty much have fallen off your horse. That's how I look at it. You know, you're falling off your horse. And you want to stay on your horse, right? You want to stay balanced. You want to realize what's happening in your life and be aware of it and stay ahead of it. And when it's in reverse, you're not. Period.
Period.
Mhm. $12. Let's see your hangman. Show me your hangmans.
You're pretty weird.
This is mine.
I love his cards.
Oh, I like the ham. They're so bright. I like it.
Bright pants.
I like the apples.
Let's see, Kim.
There's mine.
Say something more, because it's
Oh, hello.
There you go.
I'll say something more.
yeah. Okay. I like that.
Mine's quirky. It's a hanged woman.
Love her.
She's like,
That's so cool.
Oh, a trapeze. She
There's
looks
the
like,
blade. Yeah.
I like that. Okay. She seems
I do
really
too.
relaxed. Okay. You know, and there's one right here. So here's mine.
Oh, that is.
Wheelchair.
Oh, that is cool. Oh my gosh.
It's crazy because, like, so like when you put yourself upside down, sometimes when you get the hangman, it's like you literally have choices to make and you don't want to make them. So you're like usually at a crossroad and you feel yourself stuck. So you get the hangman, you're stuck. And in some of our cards, you notice there's either like birds, or there's like the bright colors. Like, for example, like for Chase's having like the yellow pants, that means that he or she doesn't have confidence enough to move forward, or doesn't have enough confidence to choose. They're like, can somebody choose for me? So you get that hangman. It's like you don't want to choose a path. You want someone to choose it for you. And so, like with mine, it's got a crow, you know, where he's being protected, and the crow's like waiting, like, okay, come on, you got this, you know. And there's a pentacle on the crow. The crow's like, hey, if you move forward, you get more money. Like, here's, like, you know, it's like trying to hold that like carrot, right? Like, let's see, come on, like, get up. This is what you get if you move forward. But he's like, I'm not doing it. And that's what it is. Like with Angelica, she looks very relaxed when she's on the trapeze. It's like, this is fine. I'm just gonna sit here. And she's in like her yoga pose upside down, and she's not moving. She's in the relaxation, you know. And when we're in that relaxation, we get stuck. And sometimes we don't realize that we're stuck until we are in relaxation for too long. We're like, okay, this feels kind of uncomfortable. One day's fine, but now I'm going on 5 days. You know what I mean? There's no siesta. There's nothing moving. There's no income coming in. There's no change. That means that you just got yourself in the hangman position.
So what do you think mine says?
Yours would be more like for the root chakra. See, because the red means the root chakra. So it's more like, you know, they don't want to have to start again. He's thinking more like, I'm gonna have to start again, and I don't want to. Because I mean, like, no one wants to start again, but sometimes starting again is a good thing, because you get to, like, get the world card after that, right? Start again and recreate what you want. Like, you don't have to keep living the same cycle of like habits, right? And behaviors and like karma. So,
Yeah, I'll come get something in a minute.
and that's what it means. Like, they just don't want to move because they don't want to start all over again. They don't. And even though they have good, like they have like the sun, right? They have been doing well and they have some good intentions, but he's not budging. He's like, like he's saying, okay, like I've done some good work. I know that I'm connected, you know, with my spirit guides, but I want someone to now help me. I want someone to guide me or give me direction, because he's tired of doing all the work. They get tired of it. Now, when it's reversed, that's a good thing. When your hangman is reversed, that's a good thing. The only time it'll be a good thing is when your hangman's in reverse, or when your death card's in reverse. That's a good thing. So it means that they're not stuck, that they were able to jump back quickly. They're bounced back up quickly. They were able to choose a path, right? And that comes with experience. That you know that you've been in hangman position before, and you know now what to do. Okay.
Yeah.
So when it's a reverse, it's about you have experience and you're aware of how to handle these situations now.
Okay.
Okay.
Where do you find the colors, all that you know about that?
It's
Do
all
it just
on, it's all on the chakras. So
oh yeah, I've got it. Yeah.
the blue, the throat chakra, right? Then you have like that indigo color for the third eye. So yeah, that's what it is. So, and that's what it's all connected, you guys. Like the chakras, the birth, you know, the planets, zodiacs, the cards. It's all connected. Everything links. And the more that you know, the more you expand your mind on other things, you'll become a better reader. A better reader, but a better intuitive reader, because you have that education behind you to pull. Say, hey, this is what this means. Numerology is another one. Once you know what the numbers mean, you can guide people.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's go with the death card 13.
Ooh. This one is Chases. I really, really like this one.
Let me see this again. Let's see.
Come on.
Okay. Oh, there you go. There you go. Oh, the baby, the mom.
Yeah.
The butterflies.
Yeah.
What kind of flowers are those? Like?
Yep. I like it. Okay. Angelica. I like it a lot.
I'm trying to find mine right now.
Me too.
Okay, this is my death card. So you can see it.
Oh, yours looks like a superhero.
Like, wow.
I really like yours.
And it's got like a little
Fire.
kid. Look, it's got a little kid. See, like, you know, like flowers.
Cute.
A lot of like symbolism when it comes with like have a child in the picture. Let's see, Kim.
Here's mine. Talk, talk, talk. Talk.
Oh,
Talk.
there's a kid right at the bottom of it too. Okay.
All right, I found mine.
Okay.
Little skull.
Oh,
Show like a path. I don't know, like a path to it.
Okay. So right there, that's very simple. The path to death. So when you're in the spiritual community, death doesn't mean just death. It doesn't mean like 6 feet under. No. What it means for us is that we are shedding our old version of ourselves for a new version. Okay.
Rebirth.
Exactly. There is that rebirth. It's a death and a rebirth. So it's exciting because you get to say goodbye to your old self. And sometimes we have a hard time saying goodbye to our old selves, you know, because you got used to it. You know, you got used to, you know, how that person responds. You know, you got used to that lifestyle already because you know, right? So we have a rebirth and a death. Guess what? You know nothing now. You have to learn. All you do is take yourself again, like you go back to the Fool card, you guys. From the death, you become the Fool again, over and over again. It's just a new version of you. You upgrade and you know nothing, and you take whatever you skills that you took from the last version of you, and you start again. So that's what it means. And so a lot of us do a transformation death card. Like I do mine every 2 months. A lot of times, if you're in some of these classes like with me, like we start connecting, and you'll do those every 2 months as well. Every 2 months, I have a death and a rebirth. So it's having to level up, and that's how fast I level up. So when you see that card, not a bad card. Just say it's time. It's time, and you become a child again, which is why the child, usually the child at the bottom or a baby, is because you're reborn. You become childlike again, and you get to realize who you are now and open yourself up to learning, to not taking your experiences from your past to affect your decisions moving forward. And it's a prime one when it comes to any type of relationships. We always try to remember the past yucky stuff, and we're thinking, okay, this one isn't going to work, or whether it's career, or like coworkers. Well, you're like, I can never go any of my coworkers. Well, that's the past. Done. You don't bring any of your past with you. It's brand new. You trust. You give people the benefit of the doubt until they do the opposite, right? It is. And the reverse of it, it just means that you don't get to do a death and a rebirth, which is good. For some people, it's a good thing. It's like, okay, it's where you're you skipped it. You didn't get to transition. You didn't get to transform. And that's not always a good thing. That means that you either didn't complete your lessons, and so you're not ready to up level yet. Okay. Now, if you get the death card with like a pentacle card or something, it just means that it's gonna be like a reset of your finances. Okay. You get the death card with like the Lover's card, it's gonna be a reset of your relationship. So it can be, depends on what follows it or what's in front of it, also makes a difference on how you interpret it as well. When it's the reverse, it just means that nothing's going to change and that there's no reset to your life. And that's good, right? People don't want to have a reset of their finances or careers sometimes, so that's a good thing. But if it's like the ending card, like your final card, it's like, okay, this is coming up for this person. Just be prepared for it. You're going to evolve, you're going to upgrade yourself, but you have to be willing and to let go of that old version of you.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here, guys. What are we going to go do now? 14. The Temperance.
I got my first thing. Mine. Hello, hello.
Yes, an angel. Okay, cool. And what does it have in its hand? Is it cups? It does, huh?
It's, yeah, a cup. Yeah, cups. Both
Okay.
of them.
The chalices. Okay. Cool. And how do you go?
I'm confused.
What does that
Hello.
say? It does say Temperance, huh?
Yeah.
And is that a book? Is that
It's like a balance.
okay, but
Like,
they're all over the place.
There's like a ball on the bottom. There's like a balance, and
Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's like for you. I see quality versus quantity. You can have one, or you can have 4. Okay, and I'll tell you where this is coming from. Hold on here, Chase. It's yours.
This one is Chase's. This is Chase's card. I am showing you Chase's card. Card.
Okay, so here's mine.
I love it.
Your cards are beautiful.
So the Temperance card is, it's a card of temptation in a way. Like you're very wishy-washy. It's like the cups.
Yeah.
You're pouring the cups, right? You're back and forth. That means like you just really don't know what you want, you know, and that angel is in a way like standing in front of your path of like your rainbow, whatever is happening, like it's right in front, like it's not allowing you to pass until you control your temptations. It's like with Angelica, it's like she's got one, you know, marble on one, right? And then she's got 4 on the other. It's like, do you want quantity of 4 or do you want quality? Which with that would be like, are you done? Like, especially when it comes to a relationship card or so forth, I'd be like, okay, you need to make up your mind if you want to have like 4 lovers or 4 partners and just mess with them, or do you actually want to have one stable partner? Okay, if that makes sense. And then for the angel here, it's like there is an angel, but the angel's stopping you from moving forward until you decide what are your desires. You know, are your desires are for your own benefit? Are you not, you know, do you care or do you worry about how you're affecting the other party, the other person? And having to realize that, you know, like really emotional, or also very detached, like you're not caring about anybody but yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks pretty, but when you see the angel blocking you from moving forward,
Not good.
mm-mm.
I think we look like we're down by a pond. It
Yes.
doesn't-
Yep. And
They're
everything with the
water.
too. Yeah. And she's got 1 foot in the pond, right?
Uh-huh.
And so it is like she doesn't know where she wants to go, like this one or this one. Don't want to go here. And she's just playing. She's playing. Playing with either people's emotions, playing with, you know, things that you need to decide on, you know. And that's what it is. It just she's being very, very playful, not even taking things seriously. It's that temptation, that temperance. Too busy playing, too busy like socializing, you know, that it's not really kind of concerned. It's okay. So we get that card top, that person is got to decide, what do you want? Because right now they're very wishy-washy. They're undecided, or maybe they're, you know, have 2 people or 2 situations and they can't make up their mind, so they're dragging both of them on, you know. But then when you get that card, the only person that's getting in the way of what they want is themselves. They need to make that choice. Okay. When it's in reverse, that's a good thing. That means that they have accepted their vices, accepted, you know, their wishy-washiness, and they have been working on it. They've been working on their desires. They've been working on caring about other people and not just themselves. So it's a positive card when it's in reverse.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Questions regarding those?
No.
Woo! Awesome. Okay, let's see what we got here.
I think my favorite card so far has been the Death card. I really like that one. That one's really resonating for me. I don't know why.
Which one?
The Death card.
Oh yeah,
Mine's the full.
the Fool.
Yeah.
Begin your journey. Exciting. I love the Fool.
Yes, the Fool's fun. It is full. It is fun because it's like you're.
I think it feels like me. You know, I'm a little bit naive, but I still just jump in and I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, it's pretty cool.
I think like if I was living like in the Wizard of Oz, hell yeah, I'd be like, let's go. I'll be the Fool on this brick road, right? Just, you know. But it's very different when you are the Fool in this world, you know, because that can be very scary. Like, you know, okay, am I gonna get manipulated? Am I going to, am I, you know, gonna get like taken advantage of, you know?
I
And
never even think of that.
yeah, and
Such a sweetheart.
yeah, I mean, and that's what happens sometimes that we don't think. It's when it happens to us, we're like, what just happened? But it's just being cautious. You're the Fool, but don't forget the lessons, you know, don't forget the wisdom that you have, you know. because there is that wisdom, and really just, like listening to your intuition. If something's not good, it's not good, right?
Right.
But also be very sure if it's yourself self-sabotaging the situation, or you truly are getting your like the bad vibes.
Couldn't be more true. Yep.
Okay. And we want to get out of the Fool. Like, that's the whole point. We know, and we want to just jump into the next thing. We don't want to stay in that Fool for too long. It's not good for us at all. Okay. So I think it's good for now. Like, we did 6 cards, we should be caught up now. Next week, we're going to start on the Star card. Star card's pretty cool. Like, you guys will like the Star card. And we're almost wrapping up the major arcanas. And then we'll start with the wand. The wands will be the next one. So it'd be cool. And then we'll start getting a lot into like the zodiacs. Okay. And and I'll mention the colors too. That way you guys at least have that, and the numerology while we're going through it too, because you'll know the numbers are so important too. People sometimes will get like 5s in every single suit. What's that? Like, being able to catch that quickly. Say, okay, you got all 7s. This is going on. You got all 5s. This is what I can see already. And which is cool, because then you'll have that background of the knowing, right? And also the inner knowing. It's a double whammy for you guys. And people like to know that their readers are not only educated in tarot, but also are intuitive, so they can read both.
Right.
So it's good for you guys. Okay. And what's cool is that, like, after all this, I can actually like create which I was thinking, actually, I can do it because I have a business, do a certification of completion of being a tarot reader. Like, you're an official tarot reader. So that's
I got a certificate, bitch.
Me too.
like, I'm certified, so I can now start charging. You know what I mean? And look at this, you've taken it, and
Link in bio.
you're like, yay! Which is cool. It'll be cool. So it's a benefit for you guys. People are gonna know. Here you go. You guys completed it, and you guys are aware. Woo-woo. Okay. Questions for me, you guys, tonight?
No. I
Nope.
don't.
Okay.
Not that I.
Awesome. Well, have a good night. I'm gonna go eat some pizza. I'm hungry.
Okay.
Ma'am.
We love you.
What do you do?
All right, bye, Mary. Have a good
Bye,
night.
everybody.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Kim. Bye,
Bye,
Andrea.
everyone.